I haven't been here in over 6 months. I have no idea what it's going to look like inside. First off, I need to swap out this stove. This stove is too small for winter, and it's made by Northwoods Fabrication out of Minnesota. And I have Dave, who owns Northwoods Fabrication, who builds these stoves. I have his biggest stove, and I'm going to put it here, and it's going to live here in this tent. My dragon stove, I call it the dragon stove because it breathes like a dragon, man. That thing is just hungry, right? Whenever I burn wood in it, it just screams for more wood. It's going to my cabin, and it's always been a dream of mine to use that stove in a cabin, and now that I do have a cabin, that's where it's going. So the small guy comes out. It's not suitable for a full -40 winter. The big stove goes to the cabin, and I have a new stove coming in here that will be the permanent stove for in this tent. I wonder what the chance is that this light has any power after being here all summer. Let's see. Oh, it does. Wow. That's good. Okay. That wasn't so bad. I love these stoves. If you guys are looking for a stove to go in a small cabin or to go in a tent situation like this, these stoves are they just work, right? They work. And I've had so many stoves, and I feel like I have a stove addiction, to be honest. It's like this channel has fed my stove addiction. And before I started this channel, I dreamed of having a wood stove, one wood stove. And eventually I got my first wood stove with my first canvas tent, and it just started to build from there. And this channel has allowed for me to make connections with people who make stoves. They reach out to me and say, do you want to try my stove? And I just, sometimes I say no, but sometimes I go, yeah, I want to see how that stove works. So it looks like I got a mouse or a squirrel in here. First time ever. This right here is completely shredded up tissue paper, and I know that mice love that. So I'm going to take this outside and dump it and see what kind of situation I have here. Lots of bugs right there. Lots of little bugs. Okay. I definitely have, I mean, it could have been a bug maybe, like some sort of bug, but I'd like to know what you guys think. I'm not seeing any mice poop in there at all. None in here. None in there. So that was either shredded by some sort of beetle maybe, or it's mice. I really don't know. But I'm not seeing any sign of mice droppings at all. Oh, wow. That oven is amazing. I can't wait to have this thing going when it's minus 50. And just like surviving off of the heat of this stove. It's doing a very good job. This lantern is awesome, man. It really does set the mood for camping, if you ask me. It's perfect for out here. And I do love that gas lantern that I was using earlier, the white gas lantern. When you pump it, you gotta light it, and it has that hiss. I love that. I love it. I mean, that to me is classic camping. But I see nothing wrong with these battery-powered lights. I've used battery-powered lights for a while now, and I love that they're quiet, and I love that they're rechargeable, and they just last a long time. And it's just neat. Like, that almost feels like fire in there. And so, I don't know. I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you prefer like battery-powered lights when you're out camping, or do you prefer the classic propane or gas lanterns? This is unreal. This little hamburger steak, lots of onion, some seasoning. Russet potatoes make the best fries. I've just learned this. I was using new potatoes because I love those potatoes for my fries over the years. Russet gets so much crispier. Well, that's it. I'm getting ready for bed here. I had a great day. I'm just so happy to be here and to start this season. Anyway, that's it for right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to watch a few episodes of Alone. They had a bunch of folks from the United Kingdom come over here to my territory and in northern Canada. Extreme conditions, not far from where I am, like a 3-hour drive from where I am, and I'm gonna watch them and see how they do and just think to myself, man, could I do it? So that's how I'm gonna spend my evening out here in luxury, not in a situation like you would be on the television show Alone, but still, you know, I'm alone in the woods. That's what I am. I'm alone in the woods, and I could not be happier. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the morning. I slept for 10 hours. I was out, man. Holy smokes, I was out. I woke up a couple times, little bathroom breaks, and I put some wood on the stove, or in the stove, I should say, at 7:30 this morning, and I went to bed at 10 to midnight. So in these temperatures, when it's not so cold, that stove lasted all night long easily. Anyway, the sleep was phenomenal, and the wind really started to pick up. I thought there was something outside of the tent, like some sort of animal, like a wolverine, or I thought maybe even a wolf, like walking like really close, brushing up against the tent, because once the wind started, it was like a brushing sound against the side of the tent. And I was like, man, is that an animal? Because it didn't feel like wind. It just didn't feel like wind, just like a brushing sound. But sure enough, it was wind. It's quite windy out there now. Oh yeah. Oh. That's good. Bannock and molasses to start my day. Love molasses. That's unbelievable. Well, that's it. I'm gonna pack up and go home. It's a bit chilly. And this first trip was great, man. This was a great first trip. The new stove is excellent. It worked really well throughout the night, so I'm happy with that. The tent is in phenomenal condition. It really is in absolutely perfect condition. And the fact that I'm out here so early just really makes me feel great, because that means I'm gonna have a long season, hopefully. And you're gonna see more variety this season. You're gonna see this tent, you're gonna see bear tents, and you're going to see the cabin. And I'm really hoping I'm gonna be at that cabin on some brutal cold nights, storming, you know, weather, snow flying everywhere, strong winds off the lake. The other good thing too is with the cabin is that I can fish, right? So I'm gonna be doing some ice fishing on the channel this winter, and I can't wait for that. Do some setups, maybe even like set up out on the ice and do overnighters in a tent while fishing. So there's lots that I'm really hoping will happen this season, and yeah, it's an exciting time. Like, it's so warm right now, like it's only -6 or 7 Celsius outside. So I'm kind of enjoying it and just really looking forward to when it's -45, -50. That's when this channel really shines. That's when I'm my happiest. That's when I'm really challenging myself, and that's when I'm I'm fighting for survival out here. Like, I'm coming out and I'm really needing to get things going fast because I don't want to freeze, right? And I'm just really looking forward to this winter. So if you guys, if you want to follow me throughout the winter and all of my escapades and everything that I'm going to be doing out in the snow, on the ice, on my snowmobile, in the cabin, in the tents, I'd love for you to sub. It would be amazing if you could subscribe and just follow along. And if a video doesn't interest you, don't click on it, right? But what you saw today, it's going to be much the same throughout winter. It's just going to be me enjoying myself out in nature and just living in peace. Living in peace out in the wild. You cannot beat it. It lifts you. It lifts you up, man. It really does. Every time I come out here, I just feel great. It rejuvenates me. And when I get back, I'm already thinking about the next time. I'm always thinking about the next time. And so, yeah, the more you guys support me, the more I think about the next time. And that's just the way it goes. It really is the way it goes. As I see this channel grow, I think, yeah, I want it to grow. I want it to grow. And, the more support I have, the better. And so thank you to everybody who has been supporting this channel. And those of you that are the first to comment, I see you every time. So I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back really soon.